Hey, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we've got 10 questions that were asked on Google all about Celtic. That's right, we've got 10 questions that were asked on Google all about Celtic. And let's see if we could guess what set of fans were probably asking the questions. So number one are, why are Celtic fans called boys? And the answer is, it's a cod spelling on how a boy is supposed to be pronounced in Ireland. OED says that it means a lively, spirited fellow, used to describe a Celtic and Celtic supporters to emphasise the Gaelic links. Going on to number two in our top 10 questions asked on Google is Celtic FC Catholic? And the answer that we found was, the very foundations of the two Glasgow football clubs are built on religious divisions. That's a bit wrong. Between Catholicism and Protestantism. Traditionally, Rangers supporters are Protestant and Celtic fans are support the Catholic Church. Who writes these blogs? Anyway, number three in our top 10 questions about Celtic was, how much would it cost to buy Celtic FC? Now this is a cracking one, and at this point, the Sevconians that watch the channel cry and weep. The stats display that the midpoint enterprise value of Celtic FC in January 2019, Celtic were among the 32 richest clubs and at the time recorded a value of €252 million. Ah dear. Anyway, moving on to number four. In the top 10 questions asked on Google about Celtic, how big is Celtic FC? Celtic Park field size is 114 times 74 yards, 104.2 times 76.7 metres, and it's the hybrid grass that we've got. It was opened on the 20th of August 1892 and renovated in 1994 to 98. That is the fourth question in our top 10 questions asked on Google about Celtic. Number five, you need to stick around to number 10, remember, because it's a cracker. Number five, is Celtic more Irish or Scottish? And the answer that this blog gave was, Celtic hold a distinction of being the first British club to win the European Cup. They're among Britain's finest supported teams. However, they are undoubtedly Scottish and British. You could tell it was a current bun that wrote this. The Glasgow outfit has a strong connection to Ireland and a unique affinity with Irish supporters. It's funny because the next question, number 6, was, why do Celtic use the Irish flag? Celtic supporters have traditionally been associated with the Irish support of Irish republicanism. Nothing to do with the fact that it was an Irishman that actually founded the club. But never mind. And flying of Irish flags at matches is common. Some groups of Celtic supporters also sing and chant Irish folk songs and rebel songs. Gotta love bloggers. Anyway, number 7 and number 8 questions on Celtic and on Google is Celtic a big football club? The Scottish champions are amongst the top 50 sides in the world right now, ahead of super clubs like Manchester United. Ange Postecoglou's men have carried on their domestic dominance from last season, so far this term to sit top of the league, looking down on the Rangers. And at that point on the 13th of October 2022 with a 2-point lead over rivals Rangers. Number 8 is, how popular is Celtic FC? Celtic has developed a fan base around a number of countries around the world with over 100 supporters clubs in over 20 countries around the world. I think that's probably wrong. I think it's a bit more than that, considering I know quite a few, but there's probably more than 160 supporters. Maybe that's official supporters club, so maybe I'll get in touch with John Paul Taylor and he can clarify that for me. Number 9 on the top 10 questions asked about Celtic was, how much debt is Celtic FC in? Now you just know who asked that. The fact that they can actually write that on a laptop or a phone is amazing. So anyway, with a 30.2 cash balance net of bank borrowings, up from 16.6 million a year prior, it is clear that the club is in a rude financial health, albeit season ticket sales in 21 Season 21 took a dip during that summer, and then they picked back up. So the final question, number 10, is Celtic in profit? Announcement of results to the year end of 30th of June 2022. These results ended 30th of June 2022 show that an increased revenue to 88.2 million. That is up 20 million on the season before. So that's your top 10 questions on Celtic and Celtic related questions on Google. You can go and check them out yourself. I'll put a link right in the bottom of this video. It's crazy, we're obsessed.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the